Hello on for our next project of the league, probably closer to one of the last ones I might do. But this one is sort of using all the maps we got from the last project I ran. And this is pretty much doing 12 sets of Elder Guardian maps and 12 sets of Shaper Guardian maps. Originally, I was going to do 24 map sets of each, but once I saw that was 96 maps of Elder and Shaper alone, I didn't feel like running almost 200 maps of this in a video, because for me, that's going to be like 2 weeks alone, because how little I had time to play. So, actually, hold on a second. I know it's about to come. Yeah, I figured. Bye-bye. So, since I didn't want to deal with that mess, I decided to do, chat said do one column H faster. We're going to go with that. So, pretty much, we're going to pretty much do what we did last video, except I'm only going to calculate the drops that I think are worth calculating in this to see if this is worth doing or not. Because of this league, prices of this league are absolutely stupid. Because they should not be as high as they are. So I'm going to calculate mostly is the drops you get from the maps and the invitation, which are pretty much, the breakdown is about 6,200 chaos for this project. It's about 48 Elder maps, 48 Shaper maps. Same price as the last video. Elders are at 20, Shaper at 60 because of bulk price. And then Twisted, it's about 1 Divine for Twisted, 1.5 for forms, even in bulk. And then the last, I bought 10 to start. This is overkill because originally I was planning on doing a lot more. But when I get the last 2 to drop, I'll calculate them in here and then I'll just add them to this. Because no point in me going on buying them just to have the full set. So it's just faster to do it like this. So it's about 6,000 chaos, which comes out to be about very close to about 30 divines, give or take, at today's current ratio. So are you guaranteed to make money back on this? 100% yes. Is it going to be annoying to do? Very much so, especially because of how annoying Chimera is to run. And Eradicator is really annoying, and I think it's Construction, this one. Whichever one's the green one. I think it's this one, but the multiple phases of this alone is going to make these really annoying to run. So we're going to see how it goes. But pretty much the drops I'm calculating this is going to be all the maps. The Elder, Shaper, the Citadel, and the Memory maps. Mainly I'm calculating. The Maven Splinters, Maven Invitations, and then the invitation for the Elder, Twisted, and Form, I think are the most important ones to run, calculate because they're most expensive. And the Orbit Conflicts, Elder, Shaper Fragments are pretty much pay for the map alone. Because every Shaper Fragment is the exact same price as the map. And Elder Fragments are about 10 chaos more than the map itself. So you're going to get all your money back guaranteed no matter what. So no matter what, I'm guaranteeing my 30 divines back. It's pretty much based on what is the other stuff that drops. Mainly, you get from the invitations, like all the drops from here is going to be calculated. It's going to be a big part of your money because that's where money's going to come from. And most leagues, when you do this, the prices are not this stupid. A map like this should be only 10 chaos, and this should only be 15 chaos in a normal league. This league is messed up because of Magic Fine. And then normal, like these invitations alone, like 50 chaos on most leagues, not 1 to 1.5 divines. And same with their fragments. But this league is messed up, so goal of this, make more than 30 divines, which we're already guaranteed. It's just how much more do you make and how long this is going to take to run. So I'm running the exact same on everything. Nothing select. Good. Okay. So same trees, map thing, boost the top hat. I'm still taking the invitations just to see. I don't know if this works or not, so I'm too lazy to change it. And I'm still doing everything the same as since 7th gate, but I'm not going to calculate any of that stuff. But let's take the first set and see what happens. We're going to go... Shit. So it's pretty straightforward. I'm not sure how I'm going to make the video starting with this. I might maybe run a full set, but I think it's going to be a long video. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to probably make the actual run of a full Shaper and a full Elder set on a separate video. I think that'd be probably the safest way of doing it, because if I run these 4 plus an invitation, you're probably looking at a super like 40-minute video, especially because the part 2 on this is also going to come, which I don't think want to do. So I'm going to cut the video here, and then I'm going to go run all 12 or 24 sets, and then we'll come back with the results. But I'm going to upload another video probably before this one comes out of a Shaper and Elder full rotation set, just so they're not all linked to one super ass long video. But I'll be back with the results.
One of my captains wore many faces.
These lands will smolder.
The fight's not never end. Time to up the stakes.
Reap what you sow. Wish I could count.
Entertain me. The ruling protects the children. Another
Ashes!
Grim terror. The final desperation. I grew bored already. Go now. Entertain me. Time bends to my will.
To ashes!
Another candidate. The final delightful desperation. Now go retrieve more challenges for the next round.
Reap what you sow.
Okay, so we're back. This took actually a while to run. It's a lot more maps than when I've actually realized, like over, what, 90 maps, I think? So, there we go. So the actual cost of this, remember, this is at the time of recording as prices change like crazy. So, I normally spent 5,000 chaos on this, which is 27 divines at the 212 ratio it is right now. But I'm going to say right off the back, it's a really, this league, this works really well. It's hard to say in next league if the price is going to be more normal. For some reason, this league, prices are so screwed up, it makes this really worth it. And also, I want to say, I learned that I was curious to see if this worked or not. Destructive play does work on Elder Shaper maps. I didn't know. I just wanted to try it out and see if it worked or not, and it does work. So this is also another really good thing to use too to get more free maps. Because I'm gonna say I would think about 80% of the maps that dropped weren't from the second bosses or the second, third, fourth, whatever boss that Maven spawned, more than the actual Shaper and Elder Guardian themselves. So if you're running this, do destructive play, 100% worth it. So no, that's not it. So the actual drops from this, the invitations, I did take 2 of each, so just remember that. So we got 6 forms and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 2, 4, 6, 7. No, we got 9 twisted. So they do drop pretty frequently. It's always random, but twisted did pretty well. Empty. There we go. So we got 12 mavens. Every invitation was 5 splinters, so 5 seems like the good amount to get from this. And the mavens were pretty good. Pretty sure they went down a little bit in my video since I put the numbers in, but it's still pretty good. It's about 1.5. You're making about 1.5 divines per invitation, and that does so. That pretty much the maven crescents pay for the invitation alone, and then any other random drop you get is free money. So it's really good. We got 13, so we pretty much got 1 extra set. Only 4 of these dropped from the invitations. And with these, some reason these dropped a lot more common, which is weird because we only should have had 12 and 12. The maps, oh yeah, so Awakened Gems, these were only 4 that dropped. I actually did not calculate this in because I think these are extremely rare. And we only got 4 Orbit Conflicts. So I think from this, yeah, 10 Chaos. Yeah, so this is the only one worth something. These are all 10 Chaos, 100 Chaos, so it wasn't even worth putting in the breakdown. So, but this is where the most interesting part of this is the map section. We got 64 of these maps and 11 of these maps, and we got 3 Cortexes. But for this video, I made the Cortexes, I priced it at one of these maps. 50 chaos instead of the normal 2 divines, I think. Instead of normal 3 divines they were going for. So it's definitely a lot more money than this, but I think Cortex is extremely rare, so I didn't want to include the Cortexes in this. But this is probably the most interesting part. You know, it's actually a pretty good, decent amount. Elder was the most common, followed by Shaper, and then this, which makes most sense. But it was pretty interesting to see. Then this league are extremely expensive because I was going to be based off of TFT, mainly because you can easily convert these into whichever one. And it's pretty easy to get these sold off too. But let's go into this part. So the Elder maps, this was all pretty much from TFT for the Elder and Shaper maps. These I just did normal price. So the Elder maps go for about 27 chaos each. I think it's like 0.7 divines for a set. So this was 783 chaos alone just on those maps. Are the Elder maps, I mean. The Shaper maps are 40 chaos each. Don't ask why, I don't know, but apparently they are. And that was 720 chaos. And then the Citadel maps, the Cyrus ones, are 80 chaos each. I just looked at them. I don't look at if they're, you know, this map or that map. I just looked for one and price them all the same. I don't care. 1360 chaos. And then the memory maps, even Cortex I include as a regular one at 550. If you want to include the Cortex in normal, just add an extra 3 divines to the end project, or 9 divines to the end of this. Maven invitations, 8,000 chaos, almost 9,000 chaos. Because about the twisted invitations, you know, almost 2,000 each on those. Orbital Conflict, 700. And this is the most interesting part. The Elder and Shaper fragments are stupid expensive this league. I don't know why this is the case, but for some reason, Elder fragments go for 80 chaos each on TFT. I don't get it. It makes 0 sense to me when the map alone is a lot less. I don't get it. And the Shaper fragments are 30 chaos. So it's really weird. I went TFT for this because this is where I'm going to put them anyway. And if you have that many, you're going to go to TFT also because... There it is. I mean, it makes no sense on these, but it is what it is, this league. So, pretty much because the price is being so screwed up, we pretty much profited, I would say, about 80 divines from this. Yeah, it makes no sense why. It should not be this high, but for some reason, this league, everything is so expensive, it makes this project even 100% worth it. This does not include any other random drops. So, any trades drops, I was farming essences, so none of this stuff was included on it. So like this would have been a mass amount more money, but I didn't want to include it because I wasn't looking for this in this project. You know, like all the random all the scarabs that dropped, I just added them to my own tab. All the T16 maps that dropped, I didn't even add any of these also. Like divination cards, I didn't count any random divine orbs that dropped, or like sextants, chaos orbs, like nothing in here was calculated. Like any random drops, like we had some which had takens, we had one with nothing jewel, a mirror staff, apparently this thing, unnatural instinct. This actually came from a void card. So like I didn't want to include any random traits, like even like a power charge shield for some reason, but I didn't want to include any random drops from this. This is purely just what I was looking for. And that was mainly just the stuff that comes from map boss drops plus the mavens. So it was very interesting. I didn't expect to get that much back. But now I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of the league. This was pretty much the only project I had lined up. I wanted to do a fear project, but because of the price of everything being so screwed up this league, I don't think it's worth it. Because if I was going to do the fear project, I would have to run these myself, and then I need to get 50 sets of them. It's just not worth it to me, this league, so I'm not going to do the fear project anymore. I'm probably done with the league now, I think. I might do, I'll probably do a build overview of this build I've been running for the last couple days. But I think I'm done. I want to play the league more, but I think because of the prices of this league being so screwed up, it's really annoying to craft anything, to buy anything. It's just not fun. I think the league mechanic is very good, but I think Magic Find killed the league. Just my opinion. But, you know, if anyone has ideas for projects, you know, put in the description below. I'll definitely read them. Maybe I'm going to keep this build. I'm not selling the build off, but if the Peasants Band build can handle it, I can do the project. But I have no ideas for projects anymore. Like, I'm not going to do a boss team one because MBX already did one, and it's not worth doing another one because I see how long those take. But I might do a couple videos maybe based on this build. Maybe do like the Uber bosses. Maybe do a showcase of this this build. But I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore this league. I might do a challenge. Maybe something related to challenges we can always look at too. Because I haven't really done anything on them. But we'll see. But I'm going. Hope you liked the video. Hope see. And if you like this video, subscribe below. Follow me on Twitch. I don't stream that often, but POE this league, Magic Find, you know, that it happens. But hoping next league's a little bit better. Into more what I'm looking for. But I think the whole, I'm going to say this real fast, the puzzle boxes, great idea. Makes all these items super cheap for casuals. I'm happy. But hope you liked the video. See everyone on the next one. Bye, everyone.